The silent neighbor. When we moved into our new neighborhood, my wife Daria and I were excited for a fresh start. It was a small but cozy street where everyone seemed to know each other, except for one house. At the very end of the road stood an old house with overgrown weeds and permanently shut blinds. No one had ever seen the person living there. The neighbors called them the silent neighbor. At first, we didn't think much of it until we noticed the footprints. Even when they spoke about them, an eerie discomfort settled over their faces. No one had ever interacted with them directly, yet their presence was always felt. The footprints. It was a cold night in December. I had come home late from work, exhausted. As I reached our front door, something in the snow caught my eye. Bare footprints, a single pair. They started from the edge of our yard, led up to our windows, and then turned back toward that abandoned house. Daria was the logical one between us. "Maybe it's a homeless person," she said, "someone looking for warmth." It made sense, but who walks around barefoot in the dead of winter, leaving no sound behind? That night, an uneasy feeling crept over me. The next morning, I woke up to find a handprint on our frosted window. For a week straight, the footprints appeared every night, always stopping at our windows, always returning to that house. Fear waged war inside me. Finally, I gathered my courage and knocked on the silent neighbor's door. No one answered. Just as I turned to leave, I noticed the door was slightly ajar. Inside, the house was empty, not just unoccupied, completely vacant. No furniture, no belongings, nothing but bare wooden floors and peeling walls. Except for the photographs. They covered every inch of the walls. Photos of our house, taken from our windows. A visitor in the night. I couldn't sleep that night. I lay in bed, watching over Daria's sleeping form, ears straining for any sound. Around 3 a.m., a shadow moved past our bedroom window. Someone was in our yard. I bolted upright, yanking the curtains open. At the edge of our garden, someone stood there. The icy wind howled, but they didn't move. Their bare feet were red from the cold, their frail bodies shivering. They wore old, tattered pajamas. But the worst part? They looked exactly like me. Same face, same eyes, but a hollow, like a shell of a person, emptied out from the inside. They whispered something. No sound came out, but their lips moved, and I understood what they were saying. "I want to come home." I locked the door, shook Daria awake, and we fled the neighborhood. The police investigated the abandoned house the next day. They found nothing, no signs of life. But they did find one thing. The deed to that house was registered in my name. But I had never bought it.